organizations and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
And hello, everybody. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. It's a Tuesday, and we're so glad you're here. And I tell you every day to remind a friend to tune into the show because they will learn something every day.
Absolutely. We keep you updated on everything happening, Grand Strand, PD, and the South Strand. This is where you need to find it. So if it's your lunch break, sit back, hang out. We're going to check out our weather. Well, it is already a hot one across the area. Only seeing a few clouds out there. No rain to cool us off just yet. Temperature-wise, we're in the mid to upper 80s everywhere. But it's very humid out there today. When we couple in the dew points, meaning the humidity, what does it feel like outside? Well, most areas right now feeling like the upper 90s already for the immediate coast. Across the PD and along the border belt, mid to upper 90s to even already feeling like 100 from Sumter all the way up to Lumberton. So very hot out there today, and that'll continue for much of the afternoon. Temperatures warm into the low 90s for the Grand Strand with a heat index value approaching 102. Across the PD and on the border belt, heat index approaching 104. With the actual temperature sitting at 92 as we head through the rest of the day. So no matter where you are, hot, humid, and like I mentioned, not a lot of rain to cool us off. So right now, not seeing any activity across the area. A few showers and pop-up storms could develop closer to 3 and 4 o'clock. That includes the Grand Strand as well as west of I-95. A little bit later on, as that rainfall pushes a little bit farther east, we will see a few heavy downpours. We have a lot of moisture in the atmosphere, so can't rule out a few heavy downpours as we head through 5, 6, and 7 o'clock. Otherwise, most of that activity moves a little bit closer to the Grand Strand by 8 and 9, and most areas do start to dry out as we head through the overnight hours into your Wednesday morning. However, still a slim chance of rain a little bit later on, so the roadways might be a bit wet as you're heading out the door for your hump day. Otherwise, Hurricane Gert still churning out in the Atlantic. No threat to us other than elevated rip current risk today. The rip current risk is high, so please use some caution if you're heading out to the beach. Those rip current risks will diminish the rest of the week as Gert continues to pull away from the eastern United States. Otherwise, in the tropics, we are watching 3 tropical waves back to back to back, just moving off the African coast. Both or all 3 of them have a low to medium chance of development over the next 5 days. We'll continue to keep a very close eye on these systems, but they have a ways away to go if they were to get anywhere close to the United States. Closer to home, the Grand Strand 7-day forecast. Showers and storms remain in the forecast over the next week or so. However, no day is a washout, and preliminary forecast for Monday, which is eclipse day, look to be partly sunny. Of course, we'll fine-tune that forecast the closer that we get. Across the PD and on the border belt, low to mid-90s the next 5 days with lots of rain possible.
Weather is brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
Hey guys, and welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Like we said, we hope you are having a good day. We got some things to talk about. First of all, guess what?
What?
We match.
I noticed.
Look at that. We didn't even plan it.
Okay.
I love it when it happens. Anyway, carry on. Speaking of clothing.
Talking about clothing, let's talk about Haberdasher Gentlemen's Clothers of Conway. Let me tell you, they've been making guys look good for nearly 30 years now. They help me all the time. They carry the best suits, sport coats at prices to satisfy your clothing budget. They stock a great selection of suits, sport coats, all kinds of neat stuff from Jack Victor, Michael Kors. And if they can't find anything to fit you, they will make you a suit. Custom tailored, one-of-a-kind clothing. And don't forget the wrinkle-free Just Shirts by Enro. And don't forget the ties, over 125 bow ties to choose from, plus the hot brackish bow tie. And they've got a lot of other stuff, pocket squares, cufflinks, belts, and while in the store, test walk a pair of shoes. I'm talking about some great-looking shoes. Haberdashery of Conway, a place that's been around for over 30 years, and they're still making people look good every day.
That's right. All right, we want to give a little plug to the Grand Strand Humane Society. They couldn't be with us today, but we want to say that we will see you back right here next week. And if you guys are looking to adopt a pet, go visit them out there. They also really need volunteers. They also need money. It takes a lot to run a Humane Society, and they do a fantastic job. See you guys next week.
You better believe it. All right, I'm going to do this early this week instead on Friday. Coming up this Saturday, for our cruise in. We're heading to Carolina Orthopedics in Murrells Inlet for the cruise in. And the show is free and open to all cars and trucks. The rock and roll starts at 11 and runs until about 2 p.m. And there'll be food. Let's see, Moe's Barbecue is going to be there. And also an ice cream truck. The public is invited to come check out the cars and have some fun. The car show is free. We invite everybody to come out and just have a good time.
All righty. Talk about him.
Nice
Your
looking
buddy
Mustang.
Hey, yeah. Ooh.
I think
Look at
that's mine.
It is.
All right. Let's talk about our buddy Gage Vassar.
Absolutely. Gage, he got his black belt. We want to say congratulations on Saturday at the Sirocco Karate studio. Michael Sirocco, Joshua Dunn, and Sebastian Valaquez.
That's
Congratulations. Look at that. How awesome is that?
You can't
I mean, that's a
believe
big
it.
accomplishment. For
That is.
How old is Gage?
I'm not sure. 10?
10?
9 or 10, yeah.
We celebrated his birthday, I remember,
Yeah.
but I mean, it's a great discipline and a great accomplishment. for
Black
him.
belt.
Watch out, buddy.
The one I have on is brown, I think.
Ha-cha.
It's totally different.
Go ahead.
Okay. All right, let's find out a little bit about what's happening today. Today is Tuesday, August 15th, and this is Best Friends Day.
This is also, I love Cowboys and Cowgirls Day.
That's right. Birthdays today, let's go back to 1970. Anthony Anderson, 47 years old. He was on TV's Law & Order, and now the show To Tell the Truth, and also Blackish. And before fame, he was a stand-up comic.
All right, and we're talking about 1972, Ben Affleck. He is 45 years old. That's a handsome man. Pearl Harbor, Armageddon, Good Will Hunting, and Argo. He won an Academy Award for Best Director.
1979, Carl Edwards, 38 years old, NASCAR driver, won the Busch Series in 2007, and he tied the Spirit Cut Championship in 2011.
All right, today in history, let's go back to 1939. The Wizard of Oz premiered in Hollywood, California. Judy Garland became famous for the movie song Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Great song. All right, 1969, today, the Woodstock Music and Art Fair began in New York City. The
Very
three-day concert featured 24 bands and drew over 400,000 people. There was mud, rain, and a lot of rock and roll.
If you could go back to anything, what event would it be?
I'd go to that one.
Me too.
I'd love
if
to
I could
go
go
to that
back
one.
in time and go, I'd go
Were
to
you
Woodstock.
born then?
I was not.
Okay, you couldn't go there.
Was I born
All right, let's
then?
go ahead and Know-It-All department. All
I
right.
didn't go back in time.
Oh, yeah,
That's
if you
what
go
I'm
back
saying.
in time.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk about the Know-It-All department. All right, everybody knows Chuck Norris and all the great jokes they talk about him. And but this is something a lot of you do not know, an interesting fact about Chuck Norris.
Okay.
Do you know his real name, his first name? It's
don't.
Carlos.
Carlos Norris?
Yes, but I wouldn't call him that.
Probably not. You don't want to mess.
Chuck will knock you out.
Don't want to mess
That's
with
for the Know-It-All department today. A great show lined up, a lot of fun stuff. Please stick around.
We'll be back.
And Company Live. All right, we've got Judy with us, Dave, from Core Fitness. She just told me a minute ago we're going to do a little exercise. I said, okay. She said, you'll be able to do it. I said, okay, we'll do it.
That's why you're laughing a little bit.
I know
That's
it.
right, you laugh. That's right. Core Fitness. Judy, you're with us. All right. First of all, what's going on at Core Fitness right now, and then we'll get to the.
Lots of stuff always going on. Tons of classes, boot camps, back to school, kids classes starting back. Adding some afternoon classes. The teachers are back in, so we add those afternoon classes back,
Yes.
4 o'clock, right when I get out. So
Back to
always
school
something
time
fun.
is actually a really great time for fitness.
It
People
is-
get
it
back
is.
in the rhythm of
Yeah,
their
back
lives.
to your routine.
Yep.
Trying new things. You know, yeah, it's almost like a New Year's resolution time.
Yep.
All right,
Let's
now,
get
how
back
about
at
the
it.
restaurant? The restaurant, all the healthy
Yes,
stuff now?
organically good.
Yes.
It is
Very
awesome.
good.
It is so good. Yeah, it's doing great, and it's great to be able to work out and have something ready for you right when you're done.
And being in house is huge.
Yeah,
That's
it's
huge
huge.
for you guys.
That is
Okay.
great.
All right.
All right,
What's
what we
happening?
got?
All right, today we're talking about the basic squat. Okay.
Basic squats,
Yes,
okay.
and a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't squat." Well, you do squat because you sit down and you stand up. That is a squat. And in fact, Cecil said that to me today.
That's right, I
that he
did.
can't squat because he has a bad knee, and I said, "No, you have to squat because you have bad knees." So stand up. Let's practice the basic
All
squat.
right, here we go.
Oh, boy.
All right, we're going to stand up.
Mine may be a little modified based on my
Because-
attire.
Yeah, that's
All
okay.
right.
That's okay.
So your basic squat, the first thing, the biggest mistake that people make, and it hurts their knees,
Yeah.
is they do something that I call knee diving. They go like
Okay.
this.
Yeah.
That is not how you squat. The
All
first
right.
thing that happens is your hips and bottom go back like you're sitting in a chair.
So we're
And then
going like
stand
you're
up.
sitting in a
Yeah,
chair.
like you're sitting in a chair.
Yeah, I can
and
do
then
that.
stand up.
I have to go
And
this
that's
way.
why you have to practice your basic squat because you
Yeah.
want to be able to get into a chair and get out
Yeah.
without doing this.
Using,
Right?
you don't want to use your knees.
You don't
That's
want-
not
I
right.
can do
You
this.
don't.
I can do this. Yeah.
So squat, you just do, and this is fun, but sometimes we add a little more fun by adding a little
All right.
music. I don't know if you can hear that on TV,
All right.
but you guys can
Let's
hear it.
see,
When
here.
it says bring Sally up, you stand up. When it says bring Sally down, you sit down.
Oh, okay.
So we're up. Stay down until she says up. It just adds fun. Bring it up. Bring it to-
All right.
You did this, Judy.
So you can have fun doing
Yes,
this.
you can.
It's going to be so
It's
sore
so fun.
tomorrow.
That's going to be good. I can do it.
I know.
I can do it. I just had a little slip.
We got one more.
One more.
Yeah. So stay here. Sally's not coming up right now.
Uh-oh, she's
She's
not.
staying down.
Okay.
Just ignore that.
got about
Stay down.
30 seconds
down?
left for this
That's
interview,
perfect.
so we'll
That's
be fine.
perfect. Just stay.
Okay.
Don't sit on that chair though.
That's
Just
good.
Hold. Yeah. You feel it? Just a little bit.
Can I feel it? You better believe I can. All
All right.
right.
Bring her up.
Judy, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate
Thanks,
it.
Judy. That was a lot of
Core
fun.
Fitness, keeping you in shape. I've got to lay down. We'll be right back.
Oh.
Carolina and Company, guess what? Guess who's here? You're never going to believe it.
Here, thank you. Thank you very much. Well, we got Michael with us. He's an Elvis impersonator, of course, and he's an Elvis fan, too. Tomorrow marks 40 years that Elvis Presley has been dead. Now, that's a long time, but it doesn't seem like it's that long. And this kid is such an Elvis fan,
I know.
he named his kid Presley.
I love it. It's fantastic. And not only just
Yeah.
Presley, but then you also have.
I have twins. I
Yeah.
got Memphis and Graceland as
I
well.
love it.
So,
I
how
love
About
it.
that. All right, now, Presley, let's talk to you. How do you like your name, Presley? You like it?
Yeah, I love it because Elvis is like my #1 fan in the whole world. I don't like everybody else.
You just like,
except-
and
You
you
just-
grew, I'm sure from the time you were a tiny baby, your dad was playing Elvis, wasn't he?
Yeah, I think he said he was starting at 17 or I don't know.
Yeah.
Something like that.
All right, Michael, what y'all got? What's going on, buddy? You got tomorrow's the big day for Elvis.
Tomorrow's the big day,
Celebration of
but
life.
more importantly, it's her birthday.
Today?
That's
Tomorrow.
It's her birthday.
The day Elvis died, 30
She was
years
born.
later. And so we got big plans for her. But August 26th, we've got a huge show at the Compass Cove Resort. It's 2311 South Ocean Boulevard. And we have an Elvis from Pottstown, Pennsylvania coming in. And of course, Mighty Max Lee James, the 10-year-old Elvis, will be
Yeah.
with us. He just got second place at the Elvis contest yesterday in Memphis.
Oh, that's awesome.
And me, of course, and Marilyn Monroe will be there, and Chuck Berry, and it's going to be a lot of fun. It's from 5 to 8, rain or shine, at the Compass Cove Resort. So it's
Very
going to be
cool.
fun.
That's going to be a lot of fun. Now,
Yeah.
Press, I got to ask you, what's your favorite Elvis song? Got to have one favorite
Oh
song.
my gosh,
Think about it.
I love this song. It's called Heartbreak Hotel.
Oh, one of his million sellers. Yeah.
That's right.
That's a good one. My favorite is Follow That Dream from a movie, Follow That Dream.
Yeah, it's a
love
good
it.
one,
Have
too.
you ever noticed in all the Elvis's movies, he'll be there and he'll start singing, the whole orchestra starts up. He can be in the middle of the water, can't he?
Middle of the water.
Well, let's
Yeah, let's
hear it.
get a
You
little
can
bit.
play
Give
us
us a
right
little
out of this
something. Whatever you want
interview.
to do.
Let's take it out. All
right.
right. Well, you can shake an apple off an apple tree. Shake a sugar, but you'll never shake me. Voila.
Sing it with me.
No siree, boo. I'm gonna stick like glue. Stick because I'm stuck on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Awesome.
good. I know. You
Don't
sing
let-
along with him sometimes, do you?
Yeah.
Oh,
do. I knew
just
you
not on
would.
TV.
Yeah, she's more of a dancer.
Thank
right.
y'all. We appreciate you both for being here.
Thank you very
Thank you
much,
both.
Cecil.
Thank
All
you.
right, and happy birthday.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
You guys stick around. We'll be back.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, now the GMC dealers in the area, they are stuffing a Yukon.
That's right.
With school supplies.
That's right.
And
Markers,
that's what we got
pencils,
right here.
all
Everything.
kinds of school supplies. Because let me tell you, there are children in this area. Their parents cannot afford school supplies, and I'm telling you, the list are specific, and it gets expensive. Tom.
It is. What a tremendous opportunity for the community to come together and give the kids what they need. Pencils, pads, paper, hand sanitizer.
That's right.
And we've been doing it several years with all the local Buick GMC dealers and the PDE. And it's just and WPDE and News 15.
Yep. Absolutely. It's great. And now the Yukon already has got some school supplies in it, right? I mean,
really
look at that.
is amazing that the people bring in what they bring. Fantastic. And it goes till the 27th of this month.
All right, so now you got, let's see, the Buick dealership, in Florence?
Florence,
and where?
Conway, and Little River,
And
and
Little
us
River.
in Myrtle Beach.
So any of those locations, they can carry some stuff by up until the 27th, right?
Yes, yep. Come on in and bring it in.
It doesn't matter when, just when the dealership's open, come on and throw
Yes.
it. You know, the best part is if you're out getting your kids' stuff and you can buy an extra pack of markers, pencils, do that at the same time and take it over.
Yeah, just take it over. I mean, like I said, it's just great to see everybody come in, and we say thank you to everybody, and we enjoy doing it. It's one of our favorite community things of the year.
Well, I was out buying stuff for my kid. No, I wasn't. He's 38. I'm sorry. No, I was just out and I bought some stuff to bring to you. Make sure you put it in there.
Oh,
I haven't had
absolutely.
time to go over there and all. But this is just a great thing, and I'm telling you, Jim, y'all have done a great job of doing this every year so far.
Yeah, like I said, we really look forward to doing it. I mean, the showroom's empty. It just has a Yukon in there, and it's full of school supplies.
And Yukons are big, so there's plenty
they're
of room.
big.
That's a big car. And so people, after that, they're distributed to where? Which schools?
Well, Backpack Buddies actually comes in,
Perfect.
They take care of it.
and they take care of it from there.
And
Yep.
fantastic organization.
Yeah,
They do so
They're,
much.
They,
They
they're
do so
absolutely
much.
Yeah.
amazing. Well, between the two of you and everybody else helping out, you guys have really come together for the community and come together for the kids.
Yeah.
Well, they need it.
Yeah,
And that's what the
absolutely.
good thing about us. Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
I
babe. We
appreciate
appreciate it.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
All right, we got more coming up. We're going to talk about a little fun run when we come back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, we are talking about the Run for the Kids 5K. You gonna be running, buddy?
I won't be running. I'm not a very good runner.
I'm just kidding, guys. What an awesome event and a lot of turnout last year. This is always such a great fundraiser for Children's Recovery Center.
Right, this is the 4th annual, and they raise a lot of money from this. Louise is with us, our director, and she does a great job putting everything together.
Sure does.
Louise, I keep getting updates. It's getting bigger and bigger.
It is getting bigger and bigger, and we are really honored by the sponsorships that we've gotten and the number of runners who have signed up, and every year it just grows. It grows, and this is our biggest fundraiser of the year for the Children's Recovery Center. As you know, we're the advocacy center for Horry and Georgetown counties. We treat child abuse victims, kids who are victims of physical abuse and sexual abuse. We offer healing services for them.
And deal with almost how many? 300?
About 300 a year.
Woo.
That's
every time you come, I mean, honestly, every
Yeah.
time you come on, hearing you say it again gives me goosebumps all over my entire body.
Right.
It's what you guys do is amazing, but what these kids are having to go through, I mean, thank goodness you're there.
It is. It's horrible, and I think people don't think that it's a big problem because you hear about maybe one incident or two incidents at a time, but over a course of a year,
There's a lot of them you don't-
300.
Yeah, that you don't hear about
Yeah,
all that. This is
exactly.
all right. Now, this all starts down in Merle's Inlet. Where does it start at?
It does. It starts at Morse Park Landing, and at 7 a.m. we'll be there for registration on Saturday morning, and at 7:30 we have a 1 mile tot run. It's free for kids 7 and under, and then at 8 o'clock the 5K begins with a shotgun start.
All right, if you don't know where that is, that's right across from Russell's Raw Bar down in Merle's Inlet.
Correct.
About 3 miles down from the Suck Bang and Blow.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. And then after the race, we walk over to King Street Grill in Merle's Inlet, and they provide a great breakfast for us, and we have prizes and awards, and it's a lot of fun.
Now, if I wanted to just show up that morning, can I do that, or do I need to register?
No, you can show up that morning. That would
Okay.
be great. That
All
would
right.
be great.
Now, what are we
Yeah.
talking about right now? You know what y'all raised last year?
Last year we raised about $21,000.
And this year?
This year in sponsorships, as of this morning, I have almost $25,000.
Oh, that's
I know.
awesome.
It
That is
awesome.
so
That
good.
is
I mean,
fantastic.
sponsors and people,
Yeah.
any main sponsors you want to point out?
I'd like to point out King Street Grill, of course,
Yes.
because they're a great sponsor. A group of physicians who have put a sponsorship together
Yeah.
in memory of Tom Wilkins, MD, and Wayne Wesley
Okay.
from
All right.
Merle's Inlet, who
All right.
recently passed away. And of course, our good friend Sarah Weaver from Lissy Media is
Yes.
our big sponsor.
That's
Thank
right.
you so much. We
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it. All right, Louise.
All right, thanks
we
for
got more
coming.
coming up.
All right, we'll be back.
We had a great show today. Thanks so much for joining us. Now, tomorrow on the road in Laurinburg in Scotland County, a lot of great stuff, too.
Lots of great stuff. We're going to go check out football. That's a football crazy community, and we're going to find out all about it. We'll be back at noon tomorrow on the road. We'll see you then. Have a great day.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB